encompasses the later parts of Yu-Gi-Oh, such as Exceed summoning, Pendulum summoning, and Link summoning. So how this game changes from its mobile counterpart is this game allows you to not only utilize the latest mechanic. So there's new elements where we introduce, such as Link summoning, which enables you to strategize where you put your cards, as well as utilizing these cards to kind of figure out how to best beat your opponent.
Okay, so placement of cards. Tell me about why that's important and what this new mechanic does to help it.
Perfect. So for anybody who's played traditional Yu-Gi-Oh, you have your set of 5 zones. It's not really shown here yet, but what most people are kind of attuned to is their traditional 5 zones. How the game board has changed is we introduced an extra deck zone, which not only allows you to put extra deck monsters there. Here's a perfect example. So there's actually 2 zones indicated on the left and right, in the very center, right next to the phases. So there is where you put the extra deck monster cards. Traditionally speaking, we have monsters. We have the blue-eyed dragon. I think everyone likes that card. So traditionally, you're able to put the cards anywhere in any of the bottom 5 zones. But with the extra deck zones, the strategy there is to unlock the other zones via the Link monsters.
But that's a lot to digest, right? Like if you're in chat right now, you don't understand, it might be question marks, which is kind of fun because we just had a Yu-Gi-Oh marathon take place on Twitch, and a lot of people fell in love with it. They heard Blue Eyes White Dragon in their sleep. So if they're coming to play this game, it can be a little daunting. Is there a way to get into the game easily?
Yeah, absolutely. So the game actually features a very comprehensive tutorial.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to kind of touch upon how actually well you got eased into it.
I played for a little bit earlier today, and it was very nice that they held your hand.
Yeah.
So really, they told you you should play this card. This is how this works. You should summon this monster in this very specific, whatever, extra deck zone, right?
Yeah. So I think you were mostly inundated with the whole synchro mechanic and whatnot.
Yeah.
And when you tried the Link summoning tutorial, I mean, how easy was it for you to ease into it?
It was really easy. It literally just tells you you should be playing this card.
That's
so
what I need.
yeah.
Well, even going beyond the Link summoning, if someone is a player, maybe a TCG player that hasn't played Yu-Gi-Oh before, what would you tell them to jump into the game and to start learning and to become as good as you are?
Watch the anime, man.
Nice.
It's probably easier too because you said the game actually has certain battles from the anime that takes place, right?
Correct. So the game itself, as I mentioned, encompasses the entire Yu-Gi-Oh animated series. So the cool thing about this game is that it highlights some of the most iconic duels from the original Yu-Gi-Oh. If I was to call one out, my favorite series is the Duelist Kingdom series, which is the original, as well as Battle City. There's a lot of big sequences from the anime that we translated it into the actual game itself. So there's a lot of iconic scenes as well as duels that you're able to kind of play from first person.
But there's also reverse duels, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So I myself, I like to play as Yugi. I don't know who you like to play as. Bakura, right?
Bakura, sure.
So you're able to play as both the antagonist and protagonist as well.
I can be Seto Kaiba.
You can be a Seto Kaiba.
Yes.
You can actually summon, as you saw, the Blue-Eyed Red Dragon card, as well as his other prominent cards, such as Force Raider and other cards such as Battle Ox. And you kind of see who's true king of games in that respect.
I thought there's rotation online about different modes being available to you, like different ways to play with friends who are brand new or familiar with it, like a draft mode. Can you...
Wrong mic. Sorry about that.
So we have something called draft and
I hit laptop mic instead of headset mic. Derp.
This mode is for you and for your friends as well.
Okay, I'm gonna mute this for a sec. Okay, so this is after this is way after the Nintendo thing. I actually have a few things to say right now. So this is going to be tacked on to the Nintendo thing, so if you're wondering why this looks out of place, and you jumped from beer back to this is hours later. During the Nintendo stream, I stated something false. And I don't want people to assume that I'm just pure ignorance and I don't pay attention. No, I'm just very I'm getting to that point where I'm pretty much senile. And you'll be like, aren't you 20 something? It's I've been throwing up my back since I was a kid, okay? So my brain is not intact. So yeah, just been. I'm not gonna make too many excuses. In the end, I'm just my brain. Eh. But I stated that they didn't show a lot of new things, right? That is completely and utterly false. They did show a few things, and regardless, this doesn't even matter. Nintendo won, period, because they actually had stuff. The other shows were kind of, not even kind of, they were way boring. They were so boring. Even with the new stuff they had to show, it was just so boring. Nintendo at least was consistent. Last year, they wasted so much time on Smash Bros. And I love Smash Bros. That's my childhood. But I have to admit that they spent too much time on Smash Bros. Last time. And it was so mean to the fans who weren't Smash Bros. Fans. So mean to the other Nintendo fans. But, I just want people to know that I'm not pure ignorance. I'm just very, very lost in mind. And did not pay attention completely, it seems. Well, I did, because I even commented on some of the new things. But I just couldn't remember. Sorry. So yeah, I just wanted to say this. So then, if people are complaining in my comments later, he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. That's their own problem. If they didn't watch up to this point, if they don't see me admitting where I was wrong, that's their problem, not my problem. If they want to believe I'm pure ignorance, then that's their problem. But yeah, I found a list of a few things that, like, I found an article saying the 11 biggest announcements Nintendo. So we got Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild sequel. That was completely and utterly new. Animal Crossing was already announced, but the delay was new. But that's not a positive thing. We got the DLC characters for Smash. We got Witcher. Witcher was new. It's not a new game, but it was a new announcement coming to Switch. Link's Awakening's release date, but meh. Guigi, nah. Trials of Mana was announced. The Dark Crystal Tactics game was announced. No More Heroes 3 coming. But I do want to I want to say, freeze. Sorry to be interrupting your regular scheduled programming. I'm here to explain something before it happens, because I know how the comment section works. If I let it play out first and then explain myself, they'll jump to the comment section. They'll jump to the comment section right away to explain themselves. Then they'll continue the video. Then they'll see that I already made my statement, and then it'll just be this thing. So let's just explain it right off the bat. I see something wrong. I know it's wrong. I didn't realize until after the stream was over. I looked it up and found out how wrong I was. Okay? I just want to state that. Just wanted to state that. Naturally, most people would just cut out the thing, and that will be done and over with. It's like, oh, as long as no one sees it, then I won't have to explain myself. But I don't like cutting out content. I like people seeing how human we are. We make mistakes. We're dumb. We're not perfect. So that's why I keep, like, pretty much most things in our videos. I will cut out things if it's personal, like if we overstepped some bounds or something and we didn't realize it until after. Usually I'll cut that stuff out, but like, this isn't something that needs to be cut out. It needs to be just addressed and then let you guys sit through it. So what happened was, there was a Nintendo Switch presentation around the time before it was released, and they announced a whole bunch of games, a whole bunch of like new games that were going to be coming out for it. And during that presentation, a particular developer came up on stage and announced a particular game. That game was Travis Strikes Again. He only showed an image, and it said, I'm pretty sure the image was like Travis with Travis Strikes Back or something on his shirt or whatever. Everyone assumed at the time that that was him announcing No More Heroes 3, but it turned out it was just that crappy spin-off game that no one wanted. I remembered it wrong. I remembered that presentation wrong. I thought that they announced that the Travis Strikes Again, but also hinted towards creating the next No More Heroes or something like that. No. I don't even know how I remembered it so badly. Like, the translator didn't even, like, I'm pretty sure, like, the translator didn't even know what he was saying. Like, show a clip for that.
Next, let's switch to this person.
Yeah!
Hey. Oh, that didn't go very well. Hi everyone, I'm Suda51 from Grasshopper. So today I'd like to start, I've been invited to come to this event and I'd like to talk about one of the games that I worked on. That's right, Travis Touchdown. He'll be making his return on Nintendo Switch. Could you show the illustration, please? So this star will be coming onto Nintendo Switch. So this one game that I'm working on right now will be something that will take advantage of this environment that it's easy for indie developers to create a game. And so we will have a game that will have a fusion of death matches and strong styling, sort of heavily involved, heavily influenced by pro wrestling. And I'd love to see Travis running around in a game for Nintendo Switch. Thank you very much for your time today. It was...
So yeah, like, the translator didn't even know what he was talking about. Like, he was having trouble translating, and it was like the worst moment for everyone. I felt so bad. I remember watching it, and I felt so bad for the translator, because, like, he was struggling so much. But yeah, everyone assumed that it was No More Heroes 3, and I guess that's where I kind of remembered it wrong, was because I remembered everyone in the comments saying, like, oh my god, No More Heroes 3! But a part of me remembered that that announcement was for Travis Strikes Again, but also a part of me was probably remembering all the commenters assuming it was No More Heroes 3, and I guess I mixed the two up and thought both were announced. No. The one was announced, everyone assumed it was No More Heroes 3. I thought I later then remembered it wrong and thought that they announced No More Heroes 3. So my statement about No More Heroes 3 being already announced was completely and utterly false, and I do apologize for that. So that's it. You can get back to your regular scheduled programming. You can listen to me say something completely wrong and then get on with the show. So I hope you enjoy. And again, I'm very sorry. Bye! Didn't they already announce this? They sort of teased it back then. But then was that a tease for Travis's Travis Strikes Back, or was that a tease for the actual game? I think a while back they announced the game. They announced Travis Strikes Back, but then they also said we're working on another Heroes game. I don't know, but yeah, whatever. That was new. Contra Rogue Corps was new. So they did announce a few new things, and No More Heroes 3 is a 2020 release, so that's also another thing that adds to the next year list. Most things were 2019, but yeah, the No More Heroes was 2020, so that adds to the 2020 list, the next year list. Dan said they never teased. No, I'm not talking E3, Dan. There was a different event. I don't even know if you watched it, but there was a more press conference-y event that Nintendo did a long time ago. Like, I don't even remember what it was, but it was just like a weird stage event where they were talking to press and stuff. And the guy who worked on the game came up on stage and stated that he was working on the Travis Strikes Back, but then he also stated that he was working on something else. Like, I swear he showed like a little tease. Like, it wasn't gameplay, it wasn't any cinematic or anything like that. It was just a small little tease, like a title or something. I can't fully remember though. But yeah, it wasn't an E3 tease. It wasn't an E3 tease. This was an official E3 tease, so I'll give that. No, you are wrong, because, you know, it's more nicer to say, instead of you are wrong, there's a better way of saying it. Less rude way, but okay. You are wrong, because we were told to stick back, didn't do well, and he wouldn't get No More Heroes 3. Well, clearly that's false, because we did get No More Heroes 3. You should never believe whenever a company says we're not getting this, you should never believe that. That's completely and utterly false. There's no such thing as no. That's like people saying, like, this game can never be remastered or something. It's like, that's bull. Someone's going to remaster it. If it's not you, the fans will. Oh, so tired. I'm super tired. Is this the thing? So yeah, I think this is a Konami thing. Just, that's where you can cut it there for editing. I was just stating that my old man brain clearly deleted memories of what they did announce. Here's Konami. This is Konami's thing, right? Yeah, 3:30 or 8:33. Is it just a new system? Like retro system? I don't really care.
So you're making the TurboGrafx Mini, the TurboGrafx 16 Mini.
Ugh. I think Dan's gone. Dan only came in here to tell me I was wrong and then he disappeared. Daniel-san. He's here. Okay, you have to suffer through this with me. Come on, I don't want to freaking sit and watch this alone. He's on Facebook again, probably. No Facebook. Suffer. Nope, fighting with Austin. Don't assume. I'm not assuming. Don't assume my gender. Why are you fighting with Austin? What do you mean fighting? Do you mean like emotionally fighting or just fighting in a game?
So 30 years ago, it was a little tougher to get your hands on the best gaming systems, but what are we going to see with the release for this? Are we going to have this available in North America as well?
これはちょっとどこで発売されますでしょうか。世界3地域での発売を今予定しております。So yes, we're planning on releasing this in 3 different.
We're fighting over Zelda's short hair and how it looks like utter trash, but he is blind and thinks it looks good. Oh, I'm not jumping in that. That is nothing for me. You guys continue that if you want, but that is nothing for me. I don't even remember her hair, so I can't even help. Are you talking about like in the sequel trailer thing too? The little cinematic at the very end of the Nintendo Direct? I can't believe this is more exciting than what the fuck they're talking about. Oh god. This is the big reveal they had. We are also fighting over a new Zelda. He says she is the most flushed out, but she isn't really. And yep. Which one would you say is the most fleshed out? I feel like Skyward Sword Zelda had a lot of motion to her. But I feel like that's maybe because she had a lot of time to spare compared to all the other Zeldas. Usually the other ones, the game starts with them getting captured, but with Skyward Sword, she actually had some time to like talk to you, and you seem to be like friends and shit, childhood friends and all that. I didn't even play that game, and I know this. You have to go out of your way to find her info. And yeah, Skyward was a great Zelda, but I think Toon Zelda is best. Oh yeah, I forgot about her. Because I forgot that she, and spoiler alert, but I forgot she was actually Tetra. So technically that does count, because it is her. You just didn't know until in the very end. Again, another Zelda I didn't play yet, I know so much about. She was my favorite Zelda. They should have put Tetra in the Smash Bros. That would have been cool. Toon games are great. Some of my favorite Zelda games. No, I don't actually care. We completely just ignored you guys and talked about Zelda. Treacherous and Hyrule. I know she is, but I'm just saying she'd be cool to be in Smash. People talked about we didn't even go into this. After the Banjo was revealed, I was gonna bring this up, but like I remember people talking about like what if they made an Echo pack after the actual initial DLC pack. I thought that'd be kind of neat. Like I would like more characters, but hey, Echoes do exist, so why not? I agree, but Cass should be a DLC in Hyrule Warriors. Or Hyrule Warriors 2. I'm not saying Tetra would be an Echo. I'm just saying, like, that's off topic. Like, Tetra was a different thing. I'm talking off topic, like, on a side note. I said that I would like to see Tetra in the game, but then on a side note, I was talking about Echoes. But yeah, Cass, if they should make a Hyrule Warriors 2. Then they could, instead of adding Cass as DLC, just put them in the core game.
And don't worry, guys, there will be a quick save function. I know that's going to be important. Don't worry, we got that in there.
Quality of life improvements, same amazing gameplay. I love it, Konami. Thank you so much, Drew. Thank you, Miko, for coming out.
Is that it, guys? That's it? No, nothing else?
Thank you guys for watching.
That's it.
We're at E3. We've got more content coming today and all week long. So
Well, we still have to wait for Simpsons as well. I would be fine with an Echo Pack if that was all we get. And I would fucking love Hyrule Warriors 2, my favorite Warriors game. So I'm just going to attach this onto, we didn't even pay attention to Konami's thing. I'm just going to attach this, instead of cutting this off of the Nintendo Direct thing, the E3 thing, I'm just going to keep this connected with that, because we just sat here and talked about Zelda. We sat here and talked about Zelda and completely ignored Konami, so it might as well keep it on thing. And we'll just continue talking about Nintendo. You got any thoughts, Dan? Because there's still some stuff I want to talk about. Zelda is pretty. That's what Dan has to say. That's his contribution. Zelda is pretty. But yeah, again, I'm sorry to all the people that probably got pissed off for me completely obliviously ignoring the stuff that was announced for the Nintendo thing that has never been announced before, like the Trials of Mana and stuff. It's just I'm getting old and kind of bitter. Well, I've always been bitter, but I'm getting older, and I just can't take this shit anymore. I want Luigi. Luigi in Smash. He should be a costume. That'd be awesome. But yeah, I'm a bitter old man. I know I'm 20, but Jesus. And my brain is very one-track minded. I'm only interested in things that interest me at this point. I just don't have time for shit that I don't care about. When someone's mouse is on the screen, it's really bothering me. It's such a minor thing, but it's bothering me so much. Thank you. But yeah, it's like what Dan said. He's in the same kind of boat where they announced, I am on the game page as you. They announced SpongeBob before the E3, and Dan just doesn't give a fuck anymore. He just wants SpongeBob, and that's it. He doesn't want to hear any more shit. He doesn't want to hear any of these games because none of them compare to SpongeBob for him. I'm on the game page as you. What's the game? What do you mean game page, Dan? I'm sorry. I'm very tired, so a lot of this is going over my head. You said what? I'm on the game page as you, and then you said same. and then you said something I actually get. Oh yeah, I just want SpongeBob. I grew up with that game. Sorry, I'm very tired, so like my brain is just going slower than usual. Would be on the same if they announced Simpsons Hit and Run. I meant same, not game, same page. Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you for clarifying that. I was so confused. But yeah, now we're just waiting to see if they got any Simpsons shit, which is going to happen in a few minutes. Well, about 15 minutes. And I don't want to stop the stream just for that, so we'll just continue talking. No worries, buddy. I love how I just continue. I have to add. I have to give. I almost called you Buffy. She's a badass. So I would accept that. It's funny how I have to give Dan a voice. I have to read out every message he says. Like if this was anyone else, I just read it in my head. But it's Dan, so I have to give him a voice. But yeah, I'm sorry to the people that were like super excited for No More Heroes 3, but like I've never played any of those games, so after I saw it, I commented on it, so you did see that, so I did notice it, I did acknowledge it, but afterwards my brain just like deleted it instantly. Especially after the Banjo thing, like everything got erased from my mind, because that got me off guard. Like I didn't think it was out of the realm of possibility, but at the same time, it just caught me off guard that they announced 2 DLC characters for Smash in one sitting. Nate hasn't watched Buffy with me in months. Dang, man, you're gonna like need to get back on that train, that Buffy train. And then I'm gonna need to know if you end up hating Willow like Nate said. But yeah, regardless, Nintendo won because their presentation was just not as boring as the others. The others, they wasted too much time, and a lot of the shit they announced was already announced like multiple times beforehand. But in the end, winning and losing doesn't matter to me too much. I just want to see new games, man. I don't fucking care what platform they're on. I just want to see some new exciting games. That's what I'm here for. I'm a gamer. All I care about is games. I will never hate Willow. She is a gift from God. She is so good. She is so good. Such a treat. Why are they gooping random bird creatures? I kind of wish I didn't see SpongeBob as soon as I did because it ruined all of E3 for me. Yeah, it made you pretty cynical for E3 more than ever, but at the same time, I don't think SpongeBob is the full reason why E3 was ruined for you. Like, in the end, it was just meh. It was empty. Last E3 was really good, but this one, well, minus Sony. Sony kind of fucked up with the whole, let's spend too much time on a guy playing guitar, then spend even more time on a guy playing another instrument. And then Nintendo spent too much time on one topic, but other than that, like, rest of it was really good, but this year, it was just, anything is meh compared to SpongeBob. And this year, everything was just not worth to... This year, everything was just not worth, like... The thing about E3 is it's the one time a year where everyone, any gamer in their right mind would pretty much drop everything to stay home and just watch this thing. Like any other announcements, it's like, okay, yeah, if a game company has an announcement that's happening this week, then you'd just be like, okay, well, I'll have to watch when I get home or something. But E3 is that one time where everyone just drops everything and just focuses their mind on E3. That's why I was saying earlier, like, for them to like just spend so much time on shit that's already been announced is just such a mean thing to do with the fans, because, and not just the fans who are watching from home, they at least they don't have to fucking pay anything. The fans who have to actually go there and sit there for hours on end in a screaming audience, I feel so bad for them. They have to sit there and watch the shit that's already been announced and stuff. It's like, yeah, cool. Do you ever wonder why Mindy was never used again after the first movie? You're leaving me with like what's the word? Midlife crisis question. Didn't they like? She hasn't appeared ever again, and not just that, they essentially replaced her with a son, because Neptune had a son in one of the later episodes, and SpongeBob and Patrick went to go get his son to come for his birthday, which is even more. That's just salting the wound a bit, isn't it? And you can't tell me what's the reason. They can't tell me that it's voice acting, because they could have just found someone to replace your voice. I don't think too much kids would care, but what was the reason? It is because the movie was meant as the end of the series, so when it kept going on, she could not be used. Shit. Patrick will never get his girlfriend back. What time is it? 8:50. I'm gonna have to look around to see if Simpsons has. Dan's still typing. I'll let him continue that. So the movie is still the end, so when the show does end, just watch the first movie. The thing is, I swear they had an episode where, No, my brain's going places. I think I'm wrong. I'm just gonna stop before I continue. Schedule UK. Where will we see the Simpsons thing? I'm trying to look it up. Simpsons at E3, but I can't find it. I don't know where I'd see it. A theory is Trident is Mindy's father, but that seems like a stretch. They say that because Neptune looks different in the movie, the show and movie. Donut. Nothing. Dan sent a picture. This one looks like she's cosplaying every Scooby-Doo character at once. It's so annoying. I don't know where I'd find it. Because Twitch seems to be done streaming whatever they're done streaming. I completely glossed over this, by the way. Me talking about the new games that Nintendo announced, and I completely glossed over Mario and Sonic to Olympic Games because it's like, it's one of those things where it's just so, okay, cool. Like, it's a fun game, but it's not like bend over back and knee for it kind of game. It's one of those games that you just pull it to play with friends like once or twice and then never remember it ever. Yeah, I don't know where I'm gonna see the Simpsons thing. Dan said it's his favorite. Totally your favorite. It beats SpongeBob, right? It's the game to end all games. The only thing I can find from Simpsons E3 is the Simpsons game E3 trailer from 11 years ago. Like, I know it hasn't happened yet, because it's going to happen essentially 9 o'clock for us. I can't go that far. It's going to happen 9 o'clock for us, it seems. Well, it said 6 o'clock, and I assumed that that was PT because it's happening in Los Angeles or whatever, right? So 9 o'clock for us. It's just, I don't know where. They didn't say where. Did they? They just said more exciting E3 Colossum news. Join the writers and producers of Simpsons for a panel on June 11th. More info to come. E3expo.com. Maybe that. Friggin' accept. I don't care. Nope. That just gave us Twitch. What's this? Yeah, thanks for the cookies. No thanks. Oh, this is so annoying. If we don't find the Simpsons thing before, like, if it turns out we can't find it at all for 9 o'clock, then I'll just attach this to Nintendo's thing and that'll be it. And it looks like we aren't gonna find it because I can't spot it anywhere. This is the thing it said. Schedule. This thing. Join the producer of Simpsons for a look back at 30 years of Simpsons and video games. From Konami's classic arcade game to Hit and Run and Tapped Out. And yes, even the Simpsons wrestling, no Simpsons game is off limits. Plus here, the stories behind famous video game references in the show, like the Simpsons visit to the E4 video game convention and the esports inspired episode E My Sports. Is that it? Well, that's the thing, Dan. I just don't. Oh, is this it? Okay. Shut up and raid. Yeah, but the word you tell me to shut up and read, but did you even listen to any of that? It doesn't sound like they're announcing any new games. It just sounds like they're talking about their past games. It doesn't sound like they're going to announce anything. It just sounds like they're going to be talking about shit. Like old stuff that's not happening anymore. Well, we'll see. Hopefully they announce something. Well, we're going to cut it there for Nintendo. Again, hopefully fans watched up to this point. If they didn't, then oh well. Let them be angry at me regardless. I don't care. But yeah, next for Simpsons. Yeah!
Two very important things happened. Two things that would go on to change entertainment forever. 1989 was the year.
We don't know everything, play it safe. We don't know everything, play it safe. I like that. I like that motto.
$1,000 for a unopened Game Boy. It was also the year 1989 that The Simpsons debuted. Two massive rocks thrown. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, more clapping.
I know that was I know that your comment was in regard of me watching The Simpsons E3, but I just like that in general. We don't know everything, play it safe. Just like a motto, so if anyone like yells at us for not knowing shit, just like, we don't know everything, play safe.
TV show has seemingly tackled every single issue under the sun. The past 30 years have also brought us, if the internet is to be believed, 27 different Simpsons video games in almost every form you can imagine. From wrestling to skateboarding.
I use it all the time in life. Makes sense.
Run Grand Theft Auto parodies. The Simpsons truly has done it all in the comedy and video game space. What hill is left to climb? Tonight, with some of the executive producers in the Twisted...
Oh, he's stumbling on his words.
Video game madness, we'll take a look back on The Simpsons and their video games, how gaming culture has influenced the writers on the show, how gaming has played a part in the lives of Homer, Marge, Lisa, Maggie, and Bart, and we'll look forward to what might lie ahead. But first, let's take a look at this great Simpsons highlight reel of fake video games. And if you're watching at home, you're not going to see it. It's just going to say, we'll be back in a few minutes. Enjoy!
The fuck? You're not even going to show it? That's annoying. He's also just reading. Maybe he's dyslexic too. He can be my best friend. I'm kidding. Don't hate. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Is it too quiet for you, Dan? Is it too quiet for you? It's fine, okay. This is bullshit. I wanted to see that. It sounded fun. He said it was a bunch of like fake games or whatever. Just like giving us the middle finger. Hey guys, fuck you. Oh my god. This is so dumb. They could have at least gave us music. Like background music or something. I want to punch him. Yeah, same. But I'd end up breaking my my TV. He wouldn't feel it either, which is the whole point of punching him, is to make him feel it. I hurt my finger earlier and now it's like really irritating. Worst E3 ever. Why does everything have to be so slow and boring? What time is it? I've already died 5 minutes. I'm never gonna get those 5 minutes back. Literally a few cells in my body has aged and died. 5 minutes. Does that look like a man who's amused? He says, bored, bored, bored. He is not amused. And neither am I. Neither nor I. Words. Words are hard. I could be playing Smite. You could. You could truly be playing Smite. Oh my god, this is so stupid. They could have made, if they weren't allowed to show us it, they could have spent the time showing us something else to like put in that window. Anything is better than nothing. We should go and watch the paint dry channel. At least some action would be happening. No, I don't want to turn that into a clip. This is so dumb. So chat, what's your favorite Simpsons episode? I need a girlfriend. Great livestream, still better than telling lies. Who cares? I need a bong. F. This new MGS game looks great. Konami won. I'm high as fuck. How did Konami win? Please enlighten me. For fuck's sake, come on! What a joke. Come back or we riot. Come back or we riot. Skateboarding too. Come on, we gotta do something. Wow, what an interesting panel. Yo, did you guys see that epic clip? Dope. What are YouTubers that are watching this going to make out of this crap? We want hit and run. Still somehow better than watching a new episode of Simpsons. What a good moment. We want anything. I don't really care. Trapped Out is out on Switch. Tapped Out is out on Switch. This section of the Simpsons panel is currently in process with live audience. I wanted to read that. It keeps moving. Live audience, the live stream will start back up shortly. Oh, he's just repeating it multiple times. Don't. Are you a girl? Lol. No. I just need bloody roar. Bart's Nightmare and Bart versus the Space Martians on VC. No, he's a speedrunner of Hit and Run. Ew. There are no girls. Jesus, how long the video? How long is the video? There's no such thing as a gamer girl. What the fuck? Epic. I am evil Homer, I am evil Homer, I am evil Homer. Speed Run? Hit and Run, Road Rage, and the Simpsons game backwards compatible. Simpsons, the video game too. I don't care. I don't know. Sounds dumb. What's an E3? God, it's kind of bad when the comments are more entertaining than the actual fucking show. Fucking hell, this is stupid. No, he said this stupid. He didn't say this is stupid. What the fuck is a Simpsons? Oh, they fixed it. This is. Apparently E3 doesn't even know. Oh my god, everyone's repeating what it says on. Oh my god!
Producer Matt Selman. Let's get some clapping going. Consulting producer Carolyn Omine. Co-executive producers Jeff Westbrook, Rob Lizdem.
How long was that video? Apparently 11 minutes.
Hey everybody. And of course, we'll be taking your questions at home.
Damn, he's sweaty. Probably from all the fans shouting at him for fucking up. Clueless gamer. Yeah, he's totally clueless.
So it's a mobile game. Stuart, I think everybody here has worked on it. Yeah. That's great.
I completely forgot to say that there's a giant sale going on for Nintendo. I should have said that during the Nintendo debacle, talking about Nintendo. Love how they ask for claps. But it doesn't matter, because by the time this video goes up, it's going to be long gone. Long done. They probably had to ask for claps because people are hesitant due to the recent Simpsons. They were afraid that no one would clap.
They actually brought in a guy who worked at this company, Byte, and they said, hey, here's this game. It looks a little like some games we were playing at the time on mobile where you're just building, and it was like, oh my god, this would be perfect. Really was just one of these random ideas that we heard that like we all glommed onto and said, that's great. And yeah, I don't know. Sometimes ideas are just good, so you do them.
Well, like the DNA of Tapped Out is to be so self-referential and meta and break whatever the fourth wall of video games are. Like, so the beginning of Tapped Out plot is playing the Happy Little Elves game, right?
Yeah.
And deciding to rip that.
My mom's meta.
With this Smurfs game.
In our defense, I think that came out ripping off other games while we had.
Right.
It was just the most.
Give us hit and run. If you aren't giving us that, why are you here?
We're ripping off the rip-off or something. Perfect.
Right, but we've always the essence of Tapped Out has been how can we insult Tapped Out as much as we can.
Yeah. I mean,
and the people who play it.
They keep coming back for more.
we very quickly, I think
some of them.
EA got a little annoyed at first. They didn't really like the idea that we were insulting people as they were spending money in the game and calling them idiots for that. But I think at some point, if you play a mobile game, you know you're being an idiot when you spend money in it, and you know, I think they like the truth.
Refreshing to admit it.
Yeah.
We were all really into it. I mean, everybody. I mean, my kids were into it, and my son would always tell people to look at Stuart's land because we had very.
He is the craziest. This guy's the craziest OCD land.
Oh, thanks.
Very nice.
Yeah. No, it's
very
really
smart. We were all into it as much as we insulted.
Oh my God.
I do remember it very early on. This was like donut shamed people because he would know, like, you spent money for that ornament you had.
You were the grinder.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Grinding, and then one day he goes like, "I just spent $100."
Wow.
From that moment on.
And for those, let's back up. For those who haven't played, Stuart, you want to explain what Tapped Out is?
It's a mobile game. Who cares?
I know.
I mean, I don't know the genre. Is it a city builder?
I would say, yeah.
Out of all the games you have for Simpsons, why are you spending this much time talking about the mobile one?
I was ripping off this castle game I was playing at the time. But
Why would you even start with this one? I guess start with the worst one, I guess, but still. Wouldn't it make more sense to start with the oldest one first and work your way up through the ages?
The characters were a larger part of it, and so you were collecting buildings, but also a bunch of characters to walk around in your town. And I don't know, it's relatively social.
You still have friends on it, right?
And it's worse that they're not just
Do you have any friends on
talking about the game, but they're also insulting their own game.
I was getting cat.
So they're admitting how crap it is, but they're spending this much time talking about it. It's like, we know it's shit, and we even call our players shit for playing it.
Don't name yourself the Simpsons.
But we're gonna spend about
No.
5 or so minutes talking about it.
She might be beautiful, but
His picture sure was.
Do you guys have a Simpsons Clash of Clans?
We had a
Oh, the
plan.
addiction runs deep.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
When we first got into Clash of Clans, in the room with all work on the show stopped.
We would stop to do the
It was really bad, and we had our own clan, and
I was about to ask what is Clash of Clans, but I just realized it's another mobile game.
But it was really fun.
Who brought Clash of Clans to you guys? Who was the person who brought it in?
We were just discussing this.
Don't you guys have phones?
He came home and he said, "This is an amazing new game we're all playing." And then Matt had heard about it too. And then
Are you talking about them? Do they have phones? As they're talking about the fact that they play Clash of Clans a lot?
A lot of why we put video game parodies in the TV show is just to justify the fact that we're playing them in the room as research.
I don't think it was 3 months either. I feel like it was a year or something.
It was a while.
They just mocked the mobile phone gaming thing. The whole aspect of mobile gaming, and then they just said that they play a mobile game. Like a load. It's a joke. You don't get it. It's fine.
4 hours a day. And then I had a meltdown.
Are you saying that I don't get it?
I deleted
It's
the
a
game,
joke?
And I kicked everyone out of the clan and blew it all up. So I ruined it for everyone else.
It's not a joke. You can't spend friggin' this much time talking about something that's so boring.
Actually, there was a story we read about Clash of Clans at that time, like 5 or 6 years ago, about this guy who was the leading Clash of Clans player in the world who would bring iPads into the shower with him in Ziploc bags, like 3 iPads. Good. So he couldn't stop playing. Good. But also no one could attack him also. Yes.
Oh, what you said was a joke. Sorry, I'm very tired, like I said.
Yes.
So we actually had parties in the shower in the Ziploc bag.
Absolutely.
And I have to say, at the time, Clash of Clans was #1 on
With the whole stream delay, with all the stream delay, all these things going around, hearing them talk, trying to read what you're saying, and assessing where it takes place in the whole conversation, it's fucking with my brain. I'm so tired too.
Talk a little about doing
Clearly, Mr. Grumpy Gills. I'm not grumpy, just tired, and my humor gland is broken. So your joke went right over my head. Which one was the joke anyways? Don't you guys have phones? That one's the joke? That clearly was the joke. Because it was followed up by, it's a joke, you don't get it, fine.
Like intense. And I thought, well, Bart would be like a superstar, and because this has got a little bit of, you know, a little bit of pizzazz.
He's got some charisma,
Right.
some razzmatazz.
Right. And so that was fun. And I got to,
No, actually, I would say I did get the joke. What's worse... Oh my god, you were broken. I got the joke, but the thing is, I turned your joke into logic because of my tiredness. I'm like, instead of even acknowledging that it was a joke, I'm just going to bring logic and say, oh, clearly they do have phones because they're talking about phone stuff. Oh no, don't talk about League of Legends! Get out of here with that. Ew. I don't want that taint in my mind.
And so we follow his journey too. It's a father-son story. My favorite thing though is
Not the game, just the community mainly. You can't play that game without someone yelling at you because you're not playing it right.
We always call it the quad ball. And that's one of the things they fight with, and the jargon is the quad ball.
Smite is better than LOL.
Is it just a group order?
Usually people will get 4 meatballs and bring them home.
Oh my god.
Don't tell Fox or Disney.
Free meatballs.
Whoever owns us now.
You can tell Fox. Bad Old Vic on Twitter is asking, was the Around the World in 80 bytes level of the Simpsons?
Oh, someone has to ask, why does Simpsons suck nowadays? Is it because of you guys?
All you can eat, like, gluttony challenge in the beginning of the Simpsons game, which I sort of co-wrote with a bunch of other hilarious people. And
So is this just them talking? They're not going to show anything?
the eating contest.
Like, I at least expected them to show, like, images and stuff of the game that they're talking about as they're talking about it.
We look good.
But instead we're just watching a bunch of people sit in chairs and giggle at their own jokes.
That's a separate panel.
That's a whole, that's for the Food Network. That's the Food Network.
Yeah, somebody compared it to taking a flight to Europe every day.
My side fucked up.
And, like, the highlight is the meal.
Oh
My side fucked up?
Horrific. That sounds absolutely horrific.
You broke your bones?
Well, when we are in the room, like, and it's late, and we're trying to get home, Matt Selman's often the one who run the thing, and if we start
phone, fuck you. Don't go to sleep.
Perfect.
How else will I read Daniel?
Gaming the system a bit. I like it.
The stream. Oh, your stream fucked up.
How does it work writing a video game versus writing the show? Like, Jeff, how does that work?
Well, I mean, I guess the biggest difference is that the video game.
Thinky face. Okay, eyeballs. Thinky faced pig.
That better happen, whatever your creative instincts are. So I used to fight that hard. I used to try to do different stuff. And we encode this. Put a puzzle in there.
Yeah.
What a part. I surrender to that. That's the hardest thing is sort of matching up what they need to do to get the game done. But the great thing is that you can.
You used a hate symbol. Which one was the hate symbol? The eyeballs or the pig?
Yeah. Do you guys have some favorite jokes you've written for video games that you kind of couldn't do for the show? Does anything kind of spring to mind?
The okay sign.
What's funny?
I was assuming it was the okay sign, but I thought it'd be funnier to point out the eyeballs or the pig. Why is the okay sign a hate symbol?
You know, it really feels like a group effort.
It looks more like a 6.
More pure. Because you write it by yourself.
It stands for white power. Oh, fuck off, really? When did it start being that?
Yeah, that's also, it's just there's so much more content from the game. I think we counted at one point, and there's more lines of dialogue and tapped out like than there are in the show.
Oh my god!
But that's also because they keep breaking it up to fit like yeah.
All skip.
But we did do. We had a.
Wait a second.
Chester.
Wait a second.
Right.
Talk
There
about
was a
in the
character
room.
that we loved, and it was
Oh, it doesn't work on here.
Figured out anything to do with it.
Oh, I can't do it on here.
Like, can I just take this for the game? And
Chester was
Oh, I can't do it on here, but I can do it on Facebook.
well, younger brother.
I'm gonna.
Dr. Hibbert had hired him to.
I'm pretty sure I can do it on Facebook. Let me see.
And he Hibbert come out, and the shed wasn't finished, and the tools were laying
No, I
back,
can't do
and
it here either.
Got rained on.
They got
All his
rained
tools
on.
rusted.
Where was it?
Hibbert said, "That's it."
My brain is like.
That's it. That's
I think it started on red. Thank.
No,
what I've always loved about the game, is Patel runs it, is that
Oh no 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 no! It's on.
it's not a
Okay, it's on here.
of interns. It's
Here we go.
people have written
Here we go. It's on the computer version. It's not on the phone version.
Authory because I get really lazy.
Here we go.
Write all that.
How does it feel if it's this?
But EA has been so supportive of Tap Out, and it's been going. It's 10 years old now, right? Almost. How old is it? 10 years
I
old.
should know that for this panel, but
And they've been how old?
7.
7 years old. I mean, so and they these games weren't supposed to last this long, and it just continues to thrive and continues to inspire craziness. So thanks to EA for sticking with it and giving us so much support over the years.
That's reverse racism.
This is kind of a question along those lines on Twitter. Andrew O. This is more along the general lines of the show, but has there ever been a discussion about permanently aging the characters, even only a year older? Does that ever come up, where it's kind of just like
Homer
Batman?
has
You just
slightly aged over the course of 30 years.
he was supposed to be. Yeah,
There was like one point, like 7 years in, when he developed reading glasses.
Oh, there we go.
That was like,
Perfect.
and
I
it
know
was like
Bart
hugely
kind of
exciting.
shaves in Me My Sports a little bit.
Yeah.
Shaves his little mustache.
Yeah, we've seen Bart go through like prepubescent stuff a lot. I don't think we've ever really
Snake.
considered seriously aging them, just because it feels like it would be too shocking to the audience.
We've done
One sec.
that are grown up,
Yeah,
and we've done that
I'll
kind of-
bring that up on stream and show cue little snake in a sec.
All the actors have like 10 different versions of each voice for like 10 ages, basically. There's like little grandpa, middle grandpa, teen grandpa.
Oh my God, that's incredible. Yeah, I think now Matt, you are also hit and run.
I'll just save it to the desktop,
There we go.
and then
Love Hit and Run.
We love Hit and Run.
and then
I think you said
and
on the phone
and
that
then
originally
and
Is
then.
that right? Which would seem like crazy.
It's not working.
A lot of like, I guess.
Oh, here we go.
in the
That
early
works.
days of Simpsons video games,
That's a Dan
people did
sent
not have high
on Discord.
expectations of how good they could be.
Snake.
But we wanted to make them all.
Look at that
as good as
adorable
they could
snake.
be. So there was a giant battle. We've done a game called Road Rage.
Or I like the
which
tongue.
legally
Or look at that, it's
may
like
or
a
may not
different
have been
material.
similar to Crazy Taxi. I don't know. I can't speak to that. But we want. Then the follow-up was called Hit and Run. And there was this huge argument over who could get out of the cars.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Out of the cars. They went into a
Hold on.
But that game has like a bigger cult following now, I think, than the Simpsons game, which I also think has a great story and is really meta and
That guy's
nutso
not
and
clapping now.
but like, Hit and Run is like, just the sweet spot.
It's the sweet spot. Yeah, that's true. Jamie Veer on Twitter asks, with the success of in-depth, single-player, story-based console games in recent years, that's a lot of hyphen. What are your feelings towards...
I turn that on because I constantly keep talking over this, so in case people actually do care about what they're saying. There you go. It's kind of delayed, though.
Have you guys played... Yeah. Have you guys played much of like Red Dead Redemption or The Last of Us? Rob, Red Dead Redemption?
The Guardians don't get chibi skins, they get plushie skins. The shibis can be the children while the plushies will be their toys. The children versus their plush toys. Their plush toys are attacking.
Super loved Red Dead Redemption 2 and kind of hated it. I never got like fast travel, so I spent a week of my real-time life riding a horse. I thought it was pretty amazing, and it would be awesome to write a 6,000-page script
We're sitting here just for we're watching this just for the off chance that they do announce a new game, hoping very badly that it's Simpsons Hit and Run. But even if they do announce a new game, are we even going to get to see it? Because just like that last reel that they showed, people that are watching on stream aren't allowed to watch. I honestly might start up my Switch.
Is there any worry about you guys when you're writing a game about betraying your audience, or in terms of things you could do in a game?
Betraying their audience, wouldn't that just be continuing Simpsons? Yo. 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 Yo.
A couple years ago, we did a thing called
Yo.
3D virtual
Yo.
thing called Planet of the Couches.
Yo.
Sort of like you were in control
Yo.
of the narrative a little bit.
Yeah, kind of like a Google Cardboard.
Right.
Kind of a thing.
Yo.
Right.
Yo. Yo. Yo.
You guys were laughing because it was like Homer could
Yo.
beat up Mars or something, and like.
No, we would never laugh.
Yo.
And I was like, is that really gonna happen?
Yo.
Grand Theft Auto.
Oh.
In
Yo.
the Google Cardboard, if it's a 360 environment, you would imagine this is kind of, if there was to be a Simpsons VR game, a similar challenge.
Well, Jeff, could you speak to our new system of?
Well, part of the biggest challenge was coming up with a script format to describe virtual reality. Because if you think about it, there is this question of like, what are you looking at? Are you looking in this direction, and if you move your head down, right? You see others. You have to say, okay.
Why are they talking about VR? Was there an episode with VR in it?
Industry non-standard as far as we can tell. But yeah, like if you have to sort of say, okay, exterior, beach,
Playing Paladins now, still watching. Yo. 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 Yo.
how do you tell a story when people are supposed to be allowed to look any way they want?
I can feel it calling in the air tonight.
Said, well, at a certain point, we're going to say, okay, the camera now moves. Heading at 67.5 degrees.
Speaking of Paladins, I haven't got my dailies today.
See a horse coming. So, and then pause, and then you can look around some more. So it was an interesting challenge.
17 evolutions.
Look around, and I think later on, some head of VR gaming someplace said that he thought that VR gaming was terrible for storytelling. It might have been based on our.
I personally kind of believe it. I thought that our Simpsons that couch thing came out really well.
Adventure time. Adventure time. Come on, join your friends. We're going to very distant lands. Jake the dog and Finn the human. The fun will never end. Adventure time. Ooh, interesting. Princess Bubblegum is her own player on Brawlhalla. I thought she was just gonna be a skin.
Right, it's a big warehouse, and all the actors are just there, and you kind of can go talk.
And I've done those where like my shoes weren't comfortable, so I'm like, I'm just gonna sit here. Whoever comes in and out, and it's like,
this game sucks. Yeah.
Oh no, they actually made all the characters their own thing now. Originally, some of these were just skins. But now they have their own actual slots.
You wrote the Marge Gamer episode.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Come on, guy. All right, there you go.
Upper Deck. Let's hear it.
Oh, look at that.
All right. Oh, we got a woo. There we go. We got a woo.
Good group up there.
Yeah, that's a good group down here too. Front to back. Yeah, great group. But what's interesting, I thought about that episode, and again, we were talking a little bit before, is you kind of used video games to talk about an issue that is a classic issue of mother-son dynamics. Can you explain a little
What
bit
did
about
I
what that
get?
episode is?
I got nothing.
Well, I mean, that episode was based on.
I was just going on Switch to get my dailies. I got distracted by Adventure Time. Adventure Time, come on, join your friends. We're going to very distant lands. Shake the dog and Finn the human. The fun will never end. Adventure Time.
But yeah, I think, I mean, in terms of what you're saying, I wanted to do a story about World of Warcraft or about this massively multiplayer thing, but we still have to tell a Simpsons story, and so somewhere along the lines, like, you got to find something to grab onto that everybody gets, and you know, also your bosses who don't play games will get, and like, so it was fun for that. And then I think that's the best when you have a nice story that's character driven, and you know, we've done 100 stories, what, 600, 12, I don't know. We've done a lot of hundreds of stories with The Simpsons, so they all have a kind of feeling of the family and trying to work through family things. Having it also be taking place in World of Warcraft land makes it fun and makes it feel different than the other episodes, and so that was more the interesting thing. I think doing a Simpsons story about
Ka-cha, ka-chow, kapow, ka-chow.
that we're good at.
Who cares about that old trope? We've got a lot more questions from Twitter, and some of these are very specific. So I'm just going to hit you with one. Justin Lardinois, I don't know how to say that. I'm going to say it's Lardinois. Says on the Itchy and Scratchy CD-ROM.
Itchy and Scratchy show.
Without using the wizard key. Anybody have any idea? Am I having a stroke? Is that even a thing? Anybody know? I mean, this is the time, guys, to act. If you wanna
I think I'm gonna have a stroke.
Does anyone have any idea in the Coliseum?
A licensed Simpsons.
No? Anybody?
All right,
Is that the question that the fan asked?
Yeah, it might be. That might be an inside joke.
I think it's like, I hope somebody got fired for that.
He just
Isn't that the
attacked
Itchy
him.
and Scratchy?
Ah, no.
Is that what happened?
My fourth time today.
Probably.
Ooh, catfishing.
All right, here's another one then, a little more general. So there is, you know, Fortnite.
Very fun activity.
Jamie Veer is asking, if every Simpsons character entered a battle royale game together, who would come out the victor? And I think they are saying every character in Springfield, not just our main character. So anybody want to take a first stab? I'm going down the line.
Go
So
down
who
the
wants to
line.
start?
I'll say Groundskeeper Willie, right?
I was gonna say Groundskeeper Willie.
The knife, once it tastes blood, it has to, can't, you know,
I
it
think
tastes blood.
because he's way more ripped than you think, but then so is Ned Flanders. He might, and plus he has God on his side.
Sleep. That's true. That's true. So when he's knocked down, he'll get that. Perfect.
All right, I think he needs brains. Brains over bronze.
Actually, Ned doesn't have God on his side because he believes in a false god. The true god is the carp. The magic harp.
I think comic book guy is so deeply invested in the genre. I think he's thought about it already the most.
He would know cheat codes.
I'm gonna go just with
You wanna know who doesn't believe in the magic harp god? Ralph. Ralph believes in the magic harp god.
And Chase Everidge is asking, what was the writer's favorite game to work on and why? Do you have a favorite? And also, I'll expand it to say
Ralph Wiggum.
Episodes. You guys have written a lot of episodes between you. Is it like a child you can't really pick, or are you like, oh yeah, this is a great episode.
My favorite game to work on was the Simpsons party game that never came out. That we just got paid for.
So wait, what was that? A party game that never happened?
Well, you know, there was at the time there was a trendy kind of the Mario Party where lots of little mini games.
They made a Simpsons Mario Party, and it never came out.
Bandwagon, but
That's a tragedy.
the game that we owed EA after that fell apart, honestly. So
interesting.
Yeah, we you know these games. It's going to be 20 little games, and EA wanted us to kind of approve it. And like the first idea was like, okay, we're going to take this, and it looked like it was going to be a 20-year project or longer because I don't think we were going to get one of the party games done in a year. So yeah, that was not my favorite thing to work on. I was sick to my stomach. Like, That was our fault.
We were all really happy.
Lost my match because the screen's so small.
Scandal, right? Scandal?
Sure, a little bit of scandal, yeah, for sure.
I mean, I love the Simpsons game. I know, like, the gameplay maybe isn't like the best gameplay in the universe, but I just love the plot. I think it's so meta, it's so crazy. The characters discover they're in a game. They use their own manual, sort of wish fulfillment, and then they fight. They realize that other games, other terrible Simpsons games, came before them, which indeed they had, and they fight to save their 8-bit selves, and eventually they fight Matt Groening, who throws money at them. So I was like, Matt was so cool to let us comment on his habit of throwing money at people.
Does he throw money at people?
In his way. And then God was the ultimate level boss, right? Come on. I love that.
That's and again, would that be something that would that fall into the category of we could talk about it in the game, but we couldn't really parody it on the show? Not throwing money at people.
Probably. He's that we forgot to tell him, and then the game came out. And he had to pretend to be cool.
We did. It tapped out at one point. We had an update that literally was about the writer's assistants not bringing food on time and stalking the people. How they would always buy the same. It couldn't be for anyone except.
You know the worst thing about this whole thing? Earlier, when I was just sitting in my room trying to figure out what I wanted to do, figure out what I wanted to watch, I couldn't decide on anything because I really didn't want to watch anything. I was so bored to the point where I just didn't want to do anything. And now I get to sit here and watch this and be twice as bored as how I felt before I could decide to watch something.
Yeah, the quad ball.
Amazing.
Jonathan Ray Tranter from Twitter is asking, question for Stuart, what was the idea behind Virtual Springfield for PC? And then a lot of emojis. Stuart Burns, what was the idea? Did you do Virtual Springfield for PC?
I don't know. Did I do?
Who knows?
That was like really old, right?
Yeah, that's an old one for sure. So
I already claimed this reward.
That was
Lord the Town, I think.
Yeah.
Is that maybe Tapped Out was ripping off that inadvertently? Maybe we started this one.
Maybe. Joshua Main is asking, why is the final mission
Could have
so hard?
played a game with me. Yeah, well, that's usually not the thing I'm thinking about when I'm tired. All I want to do is lay down, watch something, and then possibly go to sleep. But I had to stay up because Konami had essentially a surprise to show us. Turns out they didn't.
Kill any of the wasp cameras at the end, and it's the worst.
Is the final level Halloween?
Yeah.
Is it really hard?
I love how I was I was worried about people hating me for saying shit about Nintendo not having new stuff. Well, a lot of new stuff. But what I should truly be scared of is dissing Konami's new thing, because clearly people do want it, and they're going to be pissed when they hear me say, "Oh, it's meaningless." Play games with your best friend, for fuck's sakes.
Not too hard. People don't like it that hard.
There was one time where we had to come up with a bunch of puzzles. I just decided I like puzzles, so I was like.
He likes puzzles.
And I think with Tapped Out, at least, we've always had a decent amount of say with what we like in the game and things we want to do in the game. It's kind of a trade-off where we said, okay, we play what we want in the game, but you guys do some of the work with suggesting things for us to write.
Right.
So there's been some back and forth.
That's awesome. We have a bunch of questions.
That's
on the
awesome.
show, if you guys don't mind. You guys would write. David Lyons is asking, was Duff beer really named after Duff from Guns N' Roses?
No. It was named after Axl.
Joe Herrick is asking, is there a chance of another movie? Feels like forever the movie was. So long ago, right?
There's always a chance, right?
Always chance.
There's always a chance. There's always a chance.
Want it to be sweet as good.
When did E3 turn into mobile games and TV shows?
I think a lot of people find that.
Yeah.
They said they were coming on stage to talk about their games, from the old ones to the new ones. And I feel like they spend more time talking about the show than they've actually done talking about the games. Like, they talked about Tapped Out, but I swear to God, that seems like it.
Is there any kind of sympathy for these poor voice actors who have to? I mean, Hank does like 90 characters himself, so.
One thing that's brilliant about Tapped Out is that
Like, they haven't gone into any detail about their other games. They brought Tapped Out again. They brought it up again.
And the great part is we're stealing from the fact that you guys
They lightly touched on a few. I feel like someone asking them, what's your favorite game experience, and then they lightly say, oh, this. That is not the same as actually talking about it like they did with Tapped Out. Like, Tapped Out, they actually spent a few minutes at the beginning just talking about that. Why haven't they talked about any of the other ones that people actually care about? Hit and Run, the Simpsons game, even the arcade ones, which I hear are not that good, but at the same time, lots of people like them for some reason.
Dan got a little burned by that, I think. Not so eager to
Like, the show literally said they were going to go and talk about their games. Lightly talking about them isn't the same as actually talking about them. I feel like they spent more time talking about the show than anything. The show that lots of people hate to this day. Hit and Run and the Simpsons game are the best. Actually, yeah, I played Hit and Run, but I've always wanted to play the Simpsons game, not the one on the DS like I did, but like the actual one that was on Game Systems. I always wanted to play it because it looked fun.
I mean, I think then you actually have to start ranking these characters and giving them a tribute.
I mean, I think we're always looking at new ideas.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
I mean, I first was hearing that and going, oh, like a tabletop, like D&D with the Simpsons. That sounds fun too.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's do them both.
Let's do them all. So take us through, just very briefly, take us through a day of working at The Simpsons. What's it like? Like, it feels like there's a big shroud of secrecy. You guys have been on the air for 30 years.
I hate to be bitter and stuff. It's not fun. People think I love getting angry and just complaining about shit. For some things, yeah, sure, I do like complaining about shit. Like things I really, truly hate, yeah. This is quaint. They're just sitting up here talking about shit, having a nice time. I like that. It's just the fact that they teased it like it was some big thing, and it got all over the news, and then it turned out to just be this. And I literally stayed awake for this. It's just made me super bitter.
I think 95% of our day is spent just hanging out with each other. It's most.
I'm sorry, you guys, but you aren't as fun as the guys who made South Park. They're just way more funnier in person. Just listen to an interview with those guys. That's freaking fun. Most of the laughing for these guys just come from themselves laughing at their own jokes.
Like our job every day is pretty much the worst part of most people's job. But the upside to it is like we basically select writers based on how pleasant they are to have in meetings and stuff. So it's like that really good meeting you have at work that you kind of wish wouldn't end.
It sounds like a meeting where you can make fun of your boss all the time.
Right.
Really what we do.
Yeah.
Demonize them in a game, which is pretty awesome.
There's a 30-year-old tradition. There's two writers.
Are there two writers?
Yeah, two writers.
At least. Sometimes there's
Yeah,
Sometimes there's three. We're always doing different shows at different.
Is there a fun room and a terrible room?
No, they're both.
They're both fun rooms. Yeah, I'm sure. Says the guy in the fun room, probably.
They each have different awesome charms.
Yeah. Meanwhile, half the other.
All the rooms are good.
Oh, I got. Oh, I see.
Because we're a little spread out.
Stay awake for me.
When lunch arrives, comes out and rings a big literally a cowbell. So that we know when lunch has come.
You can hear it all across the lot.
Right.
You guys know that's insane, right?
It's crazy because you could just text or
Got music stuck in my head. And it's not the right music. I got the wrong music stuck in my head. I need to fix that. 1 sec. I need to fix it.
I heard the story where that came from the other day from Dave Cohen, who said that I think him and Donica or someone just as a joke said, "Oh, wouldn't it be hilarious if we had a little cow? That's either going to do a data triangle first. This is like a funny, funky joke." And then they got a cowbell. They thought they would do it like one day, but it turned out everybody loved being summoned to lunch by a giant bell.
I've heard people like lecturing new PAs, like you gotta have some enthusiasm when you're
Yeah,
like,
it's nothing worse than a weak bell ring, because then you're like, is it lunch?
We used to have one writer that would sneak in the office and like ring it just a little
There
as
we
if it
go.
sounded, so everybody was just waiting. And
That was not funny.
He's gone now. Yeah.
Foodie Matt
I love
Sullivan,
doing
very upset.
These panels where we talk about lunch. For
But I will
lunch
say,
bell.
you know what you were saying about the meeting is like, but it is really fun for the most part. Like we laugh so much, and we sometimes spend a lot of times doing stuff that we will never go on, like just lists of, I don't know. I'm trying to think about like the songs that you wrote.
We wrote a bunch of songs for a movie writing seminar that will never exist.
That is hilarious.
We're not going to sing here.
I'm getting yelled at by Twitter. Pan Pizza wrote in all caps, "Talk about games."
Okay,
Simpsons
sorry.
games. Is Pan Pizza here? Are you here, Pan Pizza? All right, good. Didn't want to have to throw down after this. And then Jonathan asks, what is your favorite part about Tapped Out? Thank you, Jonathan, for bringing it back to Simpsons games. Favorite part about Tapped Out, and we only have a few more minutes to go here. So everyone, I mean, control over the lives of these tiny. I mean, you guys already have control over this.
I had to get the right song in my head, and I did. La la la, la la la, la la la, la la la.
The ultimate freemium currency
Breakfast.
is the time that you are alive.
That's great.
La la la. Only a few minutes left. What do you mean?
Says the guy who spent money on this.
Oops.
His own money.
So then I quit.
What the fuck is this?
There's one episode where Homer was playing in a game, and somebody says he spent all day, he wasted the whole day playing fake stars.
What the fuck?
You guys have a favorite, Jeff? Favorite part about Tapped Out?
Well, I mean, what do you get Tapped Out is, from an artist's point of view, is like, you get to write whatever you like. But there's also always this nagging fear.
Oh my god.
Like, when you play the game, you tap through the dialogue as fast as you can.
Okay, I'm done with that.
To get to the actual thing, so who are you really writing this for in the end? Sometimes you're not.
That is what they said. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy listening to Nana Land's theme song. Are you serious? They just said that there's only a few minutes left? It's fucking stupid. Exactly my point. They didn't even talk about any of the games. They spent more time talking about Tapped Out in the show than they did with any of the other games. No one cares about Tapped Out. People want to hear about like hit and run and shit.
But yeah, it's like we started having more lines than the show. Maybe we'll have more characters eventually.
Sometimes we do sort of say, did this happen in the show? And you're like, no, it happened in Tapped Out, I think.
But then the other thing.
And they're talking about it again.
But like, I've heard it from
They're talking about both of them at the same time now.
gone to their parents. Like,
My brain.
show based on Tapped Out.
It's like, oh, what can we what's the next level thing we can do? Oh, let's talk about Tapped Out and the show at the same time.
For tomorrow, Stuart, that could be your favorite thing.
Yes, there we go. Yeah.
This was our
Clearly picking questions so they can talk about Tapped Out.
Thank you. All right. We're very excited about, and it's going to be a big
Jeff
one.
wrote it.
Actually, yeah, that's true. They were. Dan's right. They were. The guy was with. He was standing there with his phone the whole time.
Oh, look at that.
This is what they have to announce.
But Tapped Out Royale just like made for a better splash screen. But yes,
That finger is looking more
Yeah,
dong-like every
is
year.
That's a giant finger with a
Yeah,
sword
no, it's
strapped
only
to
a
it.
finger, not a
It doesn't
Homer,
have a nail.
not a Homer penis.
Right.
Read that?
Like Homer.
Well, now I can't unsee that, Matt. Thank you.
fingers become like
It's
the
impossible.
main character of Tapped Out.
Yeah.
Maybe he dresses up.
But yeah, we do Fortnite, but we get around to a couple.
That's fun. How long did that take to put together? How long have you been working on it?
7 years.
Oh my god.
Not allowed to die.
No, I don't.
Got resurrected.
We're a lot faster with
Oh my god. So yeah, Dan's right. They were just pretty much, the guy was there with his phone picking answers, questions and stuff, and it seemed like he wasn't picking any questions that rolled around older games. That's why. They wanted to fucking promote their Tapped Out game because they're making Tapped Out Royale, which is possibly an add-on. Is it a new game or is it just an add-on?
And in terms of games, there's kind of always something in the works with you guys. Exactly. Can't say anything, but
we'll say we're putting together a new Avengers game where the Avengers look even less like the Avengers than in this movie.
Oh, and now they're mocking the Avengers game.
For this panel, thank you, everyone.
Now they decided, oh yeah, we're doing so bad, let's mock one of the best games that was announced at E3.
We will see you guys later.
Smart, guys. Smart. Simpsons team is shit.
Thanks, guys.
Holy shit.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Hi, how are you? How are you? Good to see you guys. Good to see you again, Rob. Really. Hey, what's up? All right, thanks everyone for joining us at E3 Coliseum Day 1.
What the comments have to say.
Tomorrow for Day 2, we've got Jack Black.
They're still.
Thursday, Elon.
What a waste of time. Ruined Simpsons, ruined E3.
E3. We'll see you tomorrow live starting at 10 a.m. Pacific. E3 Coliseum 2019.
Hit and Run Remastered. Oh my fucking god. I want to make love to you. Wow, chat. Fuck, I can't stress this enough. This section. People just kept spamming the fucking this section thing. Panel was great. Y'all are tripping, someone says. Yeah, okay, if this was just a normal, like, random, like, out of the blue chat with the creators and shit, fine. But this is fucking E3. A conference about video games. Waited all day for a fucking update on a mobile game. So it's an update, so that's even worse. That is the only reason anyone showed up. We wanted Hit and Run. This is fucking E3. What happened to E3? It's become a... I feel you, Brandon. Someone just said, I feel you, Brandon. They're clearly not... they're not talking to me. They're talking to a Brandon up there. But that was just perfect. It was just perfect timing. Me complaining about E3 and then someone says, I feel you, Brandon. It's so perfect, but... fuck. Like, it makes sense, like I said with Nintendo, it makes sense that they don't announce the shit a lot of shit anymore because they do directs every month or so, so every day is like E3 for them. But, like... all these other things that are spending time talking about shows, mobile games. Holy shit. No one fucking cares. They want video games. What does E3 stand for again? I forgot. It's like 3 E words. Electronic something. E3 stand for the Electronic Entertainment Expo. Well, I wasn't fucking entertained. It means mobile games. Can they just make like a side thing, like a different E3 thing for mobile games, so then they can keep the mobile games out of our E3? I would ask Dan what he felt about this E3, but we all know what he felt. Where is SpongeBob? No one would show up. SpongeBob! Well, I'm not saying like actually make a giant expo for mobile games. That would be fucking too expensive. I'm saying like just do like a stream thing for mobile games. People would show up. There's stupid people out there that spend money, loads and loads of money on mobile games, so why not? I wouldn't hate mobile games. I feel so bad for the people that watch this. If anyone watches on YouTube, like to this point, fuck, you're awesome. I don't know why, but I don't know why you would do that. So us. I don't know why you would ever watch up to this point, but if you did, you're fucking awesome. And again, I'm sorry for the complaining. I know some people just don't want to listen to someone rant on for fucking hours complaining about everything. Sounding all greedy and shit. It's just, I don't live forever, man. None of us do. I'm getting older. I don't have time for every fucking thing in the world. So, when I'm gonna waste my time, I want to waste it on shit that actually makes me happy. Don't want to fucking waste my life on shit that just makes me bitter and more angry than I already am. I thought you meant the Simpsons shit. What are you talking about? What do you mean, Dan? I thought you meant the Simpsons shit. Oh, my thing's dying. My phone. Holding on. Stay awake, stay awake, stay awake with me. Holding on. Stay awake, stay awake with me. When you said you felt bad for anyone who watched this. No, yeah, I meant, when I said that, I meant the Simpsons thing. This thing in general, like this thing that I'm recording right now that will be going up on one of our channels. Well, it's probably going to go up on my personal channel, because that's where all my reaction shit goes anyways. But yeah, I meant the Simpsons thing, but I'm just, the me saying sorry about me being bitter, that was just a side note. For the sake of, like, me being bitter for all of E3. Because I know some people enjoyed some of the stuff. And I did too. I liked fucking Killer Grannies. I liked, I liked Nintendo's thing. They didn't bore me. Even though I forgot most of the games they showed. They didn't bore me, so that's a plus. What was the other thing that... Oh, Avengers. I loved Avengers. Can't fucking wait for that. I loved shit. It's just, in the end, a lot of it was just emptiness. A lot of Ubisoft was emptiness. They started it killer with the Killer Grannies, and then fucking ended it with nothing. Beat 'em ups didn't like it from what I saw. Oh yeah, I saw his thumbnail for Ubisoft, and he said that they fucked up. So yeah, that. But what about other conferences? Did he like the Nintendo one or anything like that? Because I'm sure lots of people are liked certain ones, and when they watch my reactions, they're gonna be pissy. It's expected. I can't complain about that. There's always gonna be some fanboy or girl that's going to get pissed off by me lacking in a reaction that they wanted me to react the way they wanted me to. I shouldn't worry about other people's opinions, but the thing is, it's just like when you put yourself out there on the internet, like constantly, the negativeness can get to you. Especially in the state I'm in right now, where I'm super fucking tired. If I started reading hate comments right now, it would destroy me. I probably wouldn't even be able to go to sleep. And I swear to God, other YouTubers and stuff, they don't even read their own comments. They have people that read their comments for them. That's how bad it can get. It can get to the point where instead of reading their own comments, they ask people to do it for them and siphon out any bad comments that they shouldn't read, just so they don't fucking destroy their whole emotions and stuff. And I can't blame them. I can't blame them. The world's too negative. We only live for a while. One day we could just be walking out, crossing the road, and then hit by a fucking bus. So there's no point in wasting our time getting all depressed and shit. Sent on Facebook. Daniel sent me something. Ooh! Daniel sent me something. Stay awake, stay awake, stay awake with me. I got that fucking song stuck in my head still. I played Na Na Land to get it out of my head, but then I still have it stuck in my head. One sec. Stop. One sec. Stop. Do the salsa. It's porn. Sweet. Dan. Oh my God, Dan. Thank you. You've made my day. You sent me the one thing I needed. The one thing that would get me out of my rut. Porn. Dan just knows, he just knows the right thing. The right thing. Chat isn't updating. Fuck's sakes. And then something else ruins my day. Fuck. Shut up, me. Well, I don't actually need to do Brandon LP. I can go to Just Cam and hopefully that'll fix the chat thing as well while it switches. Okay. I just want to put on some music while I go and see what Dan sent me. The best music. Facebook. Breakfast. Nope, didn't fix it. I don't know why it works sometimes, but other times it doesn't. So Dan sent me pics of Beat 'em Up. Beat 'em Up is a YouTuber that me and Dan both watch, and he just talks about stuff. Nintendo mainly, but he does talk about other things sometimes. And Dan sent me a pic of his his thumbnails and YouTube videos. And the first one I see is, did Bethesda pay the E3 audience to cheer? Possibly. Did Microsoft just win E3 2019 already? No. Big Pokemon Leak explains multiplayer. That Pokemon Direct changed my mind on Sword. The next thing he shows is Ubisoft E3 event was terrible. Yeah. Square Enix event restored my faith. Okay. And Nintendo's E3, honestly, what just happened? And then it shows him cheering, so I'm assuming he liked it. And he plays the best horse games. The best horse games? Am I reading that right? Horse. Yeah. He plays the best horse games. Is that actually what you meant to type, Dan, or is that... Ubisoft hates gamers and live streamers. Confirm. I guess he got flagged. Because that's one of the other videos I completely skipped over. I didn't read it right away. That bodes well for me when I go to upload this. Have you not seen those videos? No, I haven't seen anything about horses. I don't watch every single video he uploads. I only watch certain ones that like catch my eye. It's pretty much like that with every reviewer for me. It's like I don't watch every video they upload. I just watch certain ones that catch my eye. Like if they're talking about a game that I'm interested in, then I'm like, okay, yeah, I need to hear what is up with this and stuff. But like in the end, I don't care about every single video someone uploads. I really don't think there's any YouTuber where I watch every single video they upload at all. I'm sure there's other people that are sort of like that. It's not new. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying like it's a me thing too. I'm rambling on. Clearly I'm tired. And I'm not going to be able to fall asleep now. I forced myself to stay awake and now it's going to be impossible to fall asleep. My dad posted a thing on me on Facebook. It says, seeing a spider in my room isn't scary. It's scary when it disappears. So true. Then you can't fall asleep because all you're wondering is where did it go? I turned my phone on airplane mode and threw it in the air. Worst transformer ever. La la la. La la la. La la la. La la la. I should have just ended it where Nintendo did. That would have left it on a high note, but we decided to come back for Konami and Simpsons and ended it on a very, very flat note. Ugh, fuck. So pissed off. And both were trash. Agreed. I don't care if anyone's excited for the Konami thing. It has no relevance to me and Dan. We don't care. So the fact that we watched it is just fucking horrible. Ugh. I still don't understand why the thing's not updating for Dan. Breakfast! Why does it keep doing that? Like, why? Oh my god, why? Oh, why? FPS is set to 30. Shutdown source when not visible. Refresh browser when scene becomes active. Maybe that. I just clicked a thingy that said refresh browser when scene becomes active. Shut down source when not visible. I turned that off too. I'll do it for these ones as well. It's like you are staring into my soul. Stop. I'm not even looking at the camera. I'm just looking at the thingy-mabobber, but it just happens to be where the camera is. So what you up to, Daniel? Daniel-san? It is creepy. Just looking at my skins on Switch for Paladins. Sounds fun. I'm just in existential crisis mode. I hate when I get to this point of the stream where we're sort of done. E3's done and shit, but at the same time I don't want to stop the stream because I'm not completely done talking. But at the same time I have nothing else to say, which makes so much sense. And no one's even here on the stream. Extra Nintendo chat. Ooh, excuse me. Play a game and talk. I could do that. I don't know what to play though. I don't really have it. I guess I could play the potato game again, but last time I played that, I didn't talk whatsoever. I was actually quite quiet. Doesn't it suck that we got 50 new subscribers, or followers, not subscribers. Subscribing is different on Twitch. We got 50 new followers at the first E3, but not during E3, after the E3 conference was done for EA. And then ever since that, we haven't had anyone come back. That's just our luck. When our luck does show, it's only for a bit and then it's gone. 'Cause fuck you. Ow! Hurt my felines. Stay awake, stay awake, stay awake with me. Rolling on. Stay awake, stay awake, stay awake with me. Oh, God. There's nothing, like, at this point, I'd like to just talk about E3, but there's nothing to talk about. There's nothing. Like, the things that were shown, like, the things that we are excited for to some extent was awesome, but there's nothing for me to talk about them. We've already talked about them to a good extent. Killer Grandma's cool. If you play it any other way, then you're stupid. Avengers was fun. Can't wait for that. I want to hear more. Nintendo was fun. They showed a lot of shite. And we finally got Banjo in Smash. Banjo took the show. Dragon Quest characters kind of meh now after Banjo was shown. Sorry, Dragon Quest guy. Did they show the Dragon Quest map too? I can't even remember. I'm sure they did, but like, I possibly overlooked it. Because I remember the Banjo map very well, but like the Dragon Quest one, I don't remember at all. I think it was the one with the slimes. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess it wasn't as interesting as the banjo one, so I just wiped it out of my mind as soon as it happened. Like the slimes caught my eye, but the stage itself, who cares? God. I'm getting too old. I need to give up on life. Just sleep away everything. Stay awake, stay awake, stay awake with me. I'm holding on. Stay awake, stay awake, stay awake with me. We need to make plans to play games together for videos or just for fun. Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! It's time to duel. Duel. I'm looking at all these games, but there's just nothing. Like, if I play any of these, the only thing I can think about out of the result of playing one of these is, great, more shit I have to edit. So instead, I want to leave this stream on a happy note. I don't want to leave it on that Simpsons shit, so there has to be something. And I guess, let me just see. Then give Sonic a kiss. Give him a kiss. Give him a kiss. Dan, actually... Where is this song coming from? Oh great, that's gonna bother me now. I don't even know what that fucking come from. Da 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 da. He likes Zelda short hair. Oh, we're bringing that back. Oh, I remembered what I was gonna say. Dan, we talked about. We're gonna leave this on two happy notes. Two happy notes. One, I'm going to play something. I'm gonna find something for us to watch to leave this on. It is Smash. Da 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 da. Yeah, but doesn't it originally come from another game? Like maybe it's maybe from Smash, that's where I gotten it. But I'm sure it was an actual like song from a game, right? Pokemon stage, I'm pretty sure. Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Okay, God damn it, Okay, so I'm not leaving the stream on Simpsons because that's bullshit. That was boring. I want to end this on a happy note. So I'm going to find a video we're going to watch and then that's going to be it. But the second thing I wanted to say, this is directly to Dan personally, but also affects people that are going to be watching. Or it is Zelda, not sure. Dan can't play SpongeBob Battle to Bikini Bottom, the original one, because he doesn't have the equipment to. But I do. So I was thinking I could stream it, Dan could be here for it, and we can experience it together. And then when the new one comes out, then he can stream that. How does that sound, Dan? Oh my god, yes. Though the lag will be shit, but yes. There might be a workaround for the lag. I think Discord does have streaming to friends. I don't know if it works on mobile, but maybe. Like I can possibly stream my screen itself to you, and then you'd get it with like no lag. I have Nate's laptop. Yeah, okay, so that will work. Because I can stream my footage, because then you can actually talk with me and you'll see what I'm seeing. Yeah, well, we should test this shit, not on stream, because we don't want to make people sit through that, but yeah, we should test that shit. Just tell me when you have time to test it, and then we can test it out. I'll have to set up my Wii and shit, but yeah, when you have time, just tell me, and then we can test it out off camera. Don't want to make people sit through that. But either way, it's gonna happen. Oh, you have that laptop open now. Well then, if you want, we can test it after this. Or wait, maybe, let me test something. The problem is, I think... Discord stream screen. I think I need Nitro to do it perfectly. Screen sharing video chats. In addition to being pretty sweet voice and text chat app, Discord can offer you and up to 9 of your closest companions equally awesome video and screen sharing experience. Whoa, totally. Okay, let's try this out. I could possibly do it. Because I just need to... The whole point to it is to stream the screen. So let's see. Oh god, that was loud. Turn on screen share. Yeah, okay, so Nitro just makes it better. That's what it is. So I will get Nitro for when we actually do it, but this should work fine. Here we go, share. Then you should be able to see it. Can you see the screen now? The screen that I'm sharing to you? The window that I'm showing you? I'm sorry guys if you're like, this is so interesting, right? La la la, la la la. But yeah, I'm pretty sure if I get Nitro, then the screen sharing will be much better, which I will do. I see you trying. Oh my god, he is looking up porn. I see you typing. Oh my god, he's looking up porn. Nana Land porn. Wait. I don't want this in my search history. Can I switch screens that I'm showing you? Change windows. Application. Here we go. Share. The stream is a mess. The stream is a mess? A mess? A moose? Oh my god. Oh god! The fuck was the 9th pick? Dan brought up porn, and of course the first thing I do is look up porn. Oh, I can hear Dan's like background noise now. Just like a fan. But yeah, it works. So, me and Dan will do SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, the old one, and Dan will be able to watch it with like no lag. I'm just hearing loads of noise on Dan's side. Just like click, click, clack. But to end this stream off, I want to end this on a good note, not a fucking horrendous note like the thing. So we're going to end this off with the last Nana Land that we have, which is the actual show. Bubbles! La la la! La la la! Breakfast! Mmm. Oh my god, there's her mom! The fuck? So... You couldn't hear anything. Well, of course you couldn't hear anything, Dan. What would you have heard? I only showed you pictures and stuff, and text. I didn't show you any actual audio. Nah, actually, yeah, now that I think about it, we should have tested audio, shouldn't we? We didn't. I didn't play any audio. I just freaking showed you text and shit. Do you still have it opened? Because I can stream you Nana Land as we play it. The stream keeps having problems. I think it's the internet. Oh, it could also be Steam. I'm connected to Steam now. I did close all the other windows, right? Yeah, okay. Danielson. I think he's dead. He died. Under my watch. Hello? There we go. He's typing. Hey, he's back. Hallelujah. 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 The stream is super laggy on my side, and how would we know if it works otherwise? How we know it works? You would play the thingy. I would stream this to you or over your laptop. You'd mute the stream, so you can't hear the stream anymore, and then you just watch off your laptop and see if you hear sound. You should only be able to hear this. So just mute. All you have to do is mute the stream. I'll stream this to you, and then you can just tell me if you hear it or not. And then after that, then we'll know it works. You got all that? Nah. I'm sorry, guys, if this is so entertaining. We're trying to make sure that we're gonna. Of course, we're gonna end it off with Nana Land, the actual official episode of Nana Land. But I also want to make sure that this works with me and Dan. So then, when we do the SpongeBob thing, it actually works. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will. I meant the test, dummy. What do you mean? Like I said, I show you this window. This is a window right now. Nana Land is a window that I have opened on my computer. I will stream this to you, and you will watch a few minutes of it and see if you can see it and hear it. And if that works, that will mean that when I stream the game to my PC, I will also be able to stream it to you, and you'll be able to see it and hear it. It's the same process as this, except it will be the game and not a YouTube video. But it will be the same process. It'll be the same thing. So if this works, if you can hear this and see this perfectly fine, then that means the game will work. But we need to know. We need to know if you'll be able to hear it. We already know you can see it because you saw when I searched up porn. But we need to know if you'll hear it because we didn't do a sound test. I completely forgot sound was a thing. Because the only problem we have is delay. If I get you to join in the stream and actually talk and be a part of it, if you're watching the stream, you'll just get a friggin' delay. So if I stream it to you directly, then you won't get any delay. Just start the test. He messaged me personally. And then if I get Nitro, then it should be perfectly fine. User settings. Oh yeah, you won't hear me. You won't hear me because the mic is muted. Okay, ready? Here we go. I'm gonna close this because the stream is like fucking lagging like crazy. I don't know why. I stopped sharing the thing to Dan, so it shouldn't be. Hopefully, it shouldn't be laggy for the people watching the the recorded stream. Turn it off. It should. Hopefully, it's not lagging for the people watching the recorded stream. But for the people that are watching the live stream, it seems to be skipping loads of frames. But yeah, it's just fucking amazing. It's like, it's pure. It just sounds like they let a kid into the recording room and said, "Go wild." And that's what makes it so good. It's just that. It reminds me of when my sisters were young. I was just, you just, all you wanted to do is watch them and try and figure out what they were thinking when they did things. Like, why did they do this? Why would they throw that? Why did they run into that when they knew it wasn't gonna turn out right? You can't figure out what a kid's thinking because they're thinking loads of weird things. So good. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I'm sorry if you didn't, if it was just fucking complete stupidness. I got a good laugh out of the dog fucking being thrown over a fence. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I swear to God, I'm going to buy those DVDs, and then we're gonna make a session out of it, just sitting down. I don't even care if they're just we've already watched one of them, but I don't fucking care. We'll repeat it if we have to. I didn't really sit through it and watch it personally. I was too distracted testing a thing with Dan. I didn't even fucking see them throw the dog again. I can't believe that. How did I miss that? Them throwing the dog onto the couch. It's so funny. Just flimsy body, just woo! But yeah, again, I hope you guys enjoyed my reactions, what little reactions there were. I keep saying sorry for it, but I shouldn't have to. It's my reactions. If you're here to watch my reactions. If you don't like what I react to, what am I supposed to pretend that I like certain things? If I'm not excited for some of these things that they show, then oh well. I can't do anything about that. It's not like I'm going to be excited for every fucking thing that's going to be shown. And I'm allowed to complain, so if you don't like that, fucking leave. I'm sorry, but it's true. You don't waste hours of your life fucking putting these videos together for, like, nobody to watch them, so not my problem if you don't like them. If you don't like them, just leave. I've watched some YouTubers like do their thing, do their own thing, and then exclaim to their viewers, sorry for doing this boring thing. It's like, don't fucking be sorry. If you liked doing that, then it wasn't boring. Do what you love, and don't give a shit, no fucks, about what other people want you to do. I do E3 because, first off, consistency is key. Originally, I only did Nintendo, but I do all of them now because I've started doing them and I just can't stop now. But also because I enjoy it to some extent. Even the boring parts, it's nice to sit down and just watch something and experience something. And it was awesome that Dan was here for it too, to experience it with me. Because he, like I said before, he wasn't going to watch it originally. Originally, since Sony wasn't going to be there, he told me that he wasn't going to watch it whatsoever. He was just going to skip it this year. But he decided, nope, I will sit down and watch it with Brandon. And listen to Brandon go on about shit. And that's awesome. But yeah. In the end, I hope you guys enjoyed what there was. All I can say is fucking killer grannies. If you don't make a team of killer grannies, you're living life wrong. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to see me do more streams and stuff, if you want me to do more things like this, then just show love. Show the love on my personal channel for more reaction videos, because that's what my personal channel is pretty much turned into, is just reaction videos. Show the love for the live stream channel, the main channel. Just show the love. Show the love depending on where it is. Like online channel, if you want us to do more online shit, show the love there. Show us that that's what you want more of. You guys show it, and then that will tell us, hey, this is what people want more. Because in the end, if you don't show us that, then we're just gonna be split. We're just gonna keep doing whatever we feel like doing, and we're just gonna be split. Because personally, I don't mind doing any of these. I've made the channels for a reason. I don't mind doing them. It's just at the same time, I'm always split. I don't know where to put my focus. But if people showed me that this is what they want, then I'd know, okay, put more focus on this. That tells me, like, it tells me that you guys want it, and I'll put more focus on it. Because personally, I don't care. I enjoy doing all of them, so just tell me. Tell me what you want more of, and that's what will be made. Yep. See you next time. Bye! That is a lie. Don't listen to that. You won't see me tomorrow. I have nothing live stream tomorrow. Meh. Bye.